You might recall a story we had on the program 5 months ago about two gay butchers living in Julia Gillard's electorate in Melbourne. They won a charity auction with two other gay couples to have dinner with the Prime Minister. So far, no date's been set for the gathering, although next week's ALP National Conference will debate the gay marriage issue. Here's Heather Hewitt.
The Christmas rush has begun at Russell's family meat shop in Hoppers Crossing in the heart of Julia Gillard's electorate. Steve Russell and his partner John are busy, but not too busy to accept a long-promised invitation to dine with the Prime Minister. Trouble is, they haven't had the knockdown yet.
Haven't heard a word yet, so it's just a waiting game, really.
Do you think it's ever going to happen?
Not if she had her ways. I think she's trying to avoid it as much as she can. She's trying to avoid the whole issue, totally.
It's almost 5 months since we last saw them, and their desire to get married hasn't changed.
We just want society to say we value your relationship and that your love is the same as anyone else's love.
Back in June, they were very excited about the prospect of meeting Julia Gillard after a successful bid by the activist group Get Up at the Canberra Press Gallery's annual Midwinter Ball charity auction. The prize, they thought, was dinner with the Prime Minister, with Get Up nominating 3 gay couples who hoped to discuss the same-sex marriage issue.
One of the conditions was that a date had to be set within 2 weeks after the auction, and so we were expecting it to happen quite soon, and it just hasn't. It's just dragged on and on.
Sandy Miller and her partner Louise have also been waiting hopefully for months. They're sharing the upbringing of Sandy's 2 sons in Sydney, and like the Hoppers Crossing butchers, they'd like to explain to the Prime Minister why they want to get married.
We're not really there to have a go at her or debate the subject with her or get angry with her about it. All we want to do is put our story across.
And this is just yet another issue that she has to deal with. But for us, it's our lives. It's everything, so...
Get some stuff made today, some props.
Get Up paid $31,000 for the dinner, but since the auction, gay marriage has become an even more contentious issue in the Labor Party in the lead-up to next week's ALP National Conference. The Prime Minister is sticking to her guns.
I do not support a change to the Marriage Act, but I also understand that there are deeply held and differing views, so it is appropriate that on a question like this that the Labor Party gives its members a conscience vote.
The issue will be at the centre of some heated debate on the conference floor next week, with some in the party seeing a conscience vote as a backward step. Though Get Up always accepted the Prime Minister has a busy schedule and it would be tough for her to meet the original 2-week time frame of the auction prize, it did ask for the dinner to be held before the ALP conference. Time is running out.
We'd be devastated if it didn't happen before the national conference. And they went and voted on it without her hearing our side of it.
If this auction had been won by someone else, it would have been done within, a month. But because it's such a heated issue and she wants to avoid it, who knows?
We think it's only fair that some 5 months after winning an auction, a charity auction where the money raised goes to good causes, that the Prime Minister sits down and have this dinner.
Why would it not be a good look for her to have dinner with 3 gay couples before the conference?
Well, it won't necessarily be a bad look, but it has potential, it has risk. The Get Up organisation is good at manoeuvring people for publicity purposes and for their own political purposes. We saw that with the prize they got last year with Tony Abbott.
We see a wave, we're paddling for it. OK, we're on it. Up.
That's when Get Up had the winning bid for a surfing lesson with Tony Abbott. A refugee was nominated as the recipient, and it took the opposition leader 11 months to fulfil the commitment.
Well, this time we've paid twice as much, and so hopefully we can get it done in half the time.
What would you be advising her to do if you were on her staff?
I'd set a date for early in the new year and make it definite.
The Prime Minister's office says a date is yet to be fixed, but the dinner will go ahead. In the meantime, in a bid to speed up the process, the Hoppers Crossing butchers are offering a helping hand.
Do you think you should bring your own?
Yeah, I might actually take a couple of pieces of steak. If she's got a barbecue out the back, I'll take it out the back and cook it myself if I have to.
Tim might be able to cook it for us.
Oh, no, Tim's not invited. No, yes, he is. He can come. He's a bloke. Blokes stick together.
Yeah, that's right.
And the couples have just heard that the dinner will happen in the new year. Heather Hewitt there.